Hi, this is James from SBL Truck Driving Academy. I'm here with Mr. Vaughn Pitts. He is the terminal manager at the Heniff Greer terminal here in Greer, South Carolina. And we wanted to sit down with Mr. Pitts and talk about what the job outlook looks like for the year 2022. I know you got big plans, a lot of things here at this terminal and at the company as a whole on the horizon. So what do you feel like the job outlook is for next year?
Sure. Yeah, James, I appreciate you inviting me on, and we have big plans for 2022. And at this facility, we're currently hiring for tank washers, diesel mechanics. Moving forward to the next quarter, we'll be looking for more office staff, but drivers, always drivers. And you know, we could probably hire another 20 to 30 drivers tomorrow out of this facility, because we're unique in the fact that we have a lot of different opportunities out of this facility and out of the region. Most of those opportunities for driving lend to folks staying out 7 to 10 days at a time. Probably leaning more towards the 7 would be a fair expectation of work. With that, you know, that typically lands drivers around the 70,000 a year range. And they cycle out for 7 days or so, and they come in and take 3 or 4 days off, and then they cycle back out. But we're very optimistic going into the new year. There's just a whole lot going on. You know, I would expect a little bit of a slowdown, but to be honest with you, slowdown is relative to what we're doing right now. So even if we did slow down a little bit, that would probably be a good thing. Because right now we're just turning down so much freight, we just can't handle it all. So even if we turned it down a notch, there's still so much tremendous opportunity to keep folks working.
I know one of the things, being around here for a couple of years myself now, that I think this is probably a good place to talk about it, is, you know, entry-level drivers coming into something, and you are a liquid tank hazmat carrier. And the amount of training that a new driver or a new hire period gets it's not comparable to anything I know of in the industry. It's heads above everything. I mean, so we've had quite a few people come through the academy, come to work down here for you. Most of them have been drivers. I just ran into one of your mechanics that's a recent graduate. Of a dispatcher that's a recent graduate. So there's lots of opportunities there, but you know, you come through SBL Truck Driving Academy, and you know, everybody's welcome, and we're happy to show you what the qualifications are. And then you start taking a look down here and look at what the qualifications are, and if it's a good match, then you guys make a hire decision if it's a good fit for both sides. And then there's more training, and being here on the same property, you get to see what goes on. So basically what your training force, your driver trainers do, is they basically pick up where we have finished, and they continue building. And I talk to your driver trainers a lot. I want to know, hey, what are you seeing? I know, is there anything we need to do differently on our end? So you're looking at least 30 working days of training, plus another additional week of classroom, being with 2 different trainers, doing some local, doing some over the road. You get this nice mix of your business base while you're being trained. That covers the ELD, the driving, the whole thing, and that's awesome to see. I'm glad to hear that the outlook for 2022 is good. I think the whole world's probably felt like they've been beat up for the last year with the pandemic and things like that. But you know, I've steadily watched your terminal grow.
Yeah, and the SBL Driving Academy has been a huge part of us growing and being successful moving forward with our driving force, without any doubt. From your program to your instructors, some of your instructors used to drive here, so and have some of them have actually came back to drive. So
we won't talk about that guy because he'll be watching this.
Right. But you know, it's coming to work here, it's definitely a little bit different than the rest of the industry. I would say the chemical tanker industry has its niche. It is not, you're not hauling a box or a van, which is the majority of the good transported in the United States or anywhere else for that matter. But you know, that having liquid hazmat scares some folks, and it should, rightfully so. And we pick up with your training and take it to another level, to where folks can safely make a living and transport goods down the highway. It is unique, but we understand that, and that's why the training program is 30 working days of training and a week in our orientation / school to take that driver to the next level. But it's definitely a good foundation that the SBL Driving Academy provides us.
We appreciate that. It's been a although we work for the same parent corporation, it's really been a team thing. You know, we try to bring each class down and at least at a bare minimum show them the facility, because this is a premier facility here that you have, and introduce them around to some people. You always come up and talk to classes, and you know, I've watched you give quite a few presentations and field everything A to Z question-wise, because you never know what they're going to ask.
Sure.
I mean, you know, what's important to this person is different than it is that person. And one of the things that I've always admired about the way you do things here is, you know, you sit down with somebody face to face and you talk to them, and you lay out, these are the expectations. What are your expectations? And I think that's one of the reasons that you retain so many of your people, and that they are happy. I always leave this building with one of our classes and say, what did you not see? And they go, what are you talking about? I said, you didn't see anybody mad. These are all happy people. They enjoy each other's company. So what does that tell you? Well, they're making good money, and they're being treated well. That's why they stay so long. So anything else that anybody that might be watching, you think you might want to say?
You know, if you're looking for a career change, the trucking industry is wide open. You know, and everybody starts in an industry somewhere. It could be sweeping the floor at the trucking terminal, and I don't want to go that far, but you know, if you're looking to make a difference, a change in what you're doing now, you need to look at the transportation industry. It's probably one of the biggest topics in the news over the last 2 or 3 months at least. It'll be through Christmas, I promise you, on the forefront of the news. And the government and local municipalities trying to figure out what they're going to do to overcome the transportation industry's problems or shortcomings, as it were, in regards to force people working. And it's a great time to be in the transportation industry. And I've been saying that for years, really, because there's so many opportunities. And one great thing about my job here is I do get to provide folks with opportunities. And sometimes we can make those opportunities and expectations line up for what they want, and sometimes we can't, you know, and we don't presume to be able to fill everybody's needs. You know, if you need to be home every night, right now Greer can't do that for you unless you're looking to be a tank washer or a mechanic. We of course can do that, but if you're looking to be a driver, of course the expectation is 7 to 10 days, leaning more towards a 7, but take a look at it. And even if you don't end up going to Heniff, which is a great company to partner with moving forward, the Academy can place you with somebody else. So whereas I know we're talking about my customer base and what my expectations are moving forward into the new year, I know that the school will do well into the new year because there are a lot of folks looking at the transportation industry more now. But it's so broad. Dump trucks, Class B, I mean, home every night stuff, you know. I just would encourage you to look at the industry, ask a lot of questions about the industry and who you're looking to partner with moving into the future. And the folks at the Academy, especially if you go through their school, can help you partner with a company moving forward that's going to meet your expectation and your needs, your family needs moving forward. But it's a great time to be in the industry, and I definitely appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for doing it. Thanks for taking time out. I know you're a busy guy. But you're right. I've been in trucking for about 36 years now. I've never seen driver pay this high. Makes me go, you know what? Maybe I should just go drive.
Hey, I've thought about it myself.
It's a good time to get in. You're right about companies. I've had 3 today. One just walked in, never even heard of them. Hey, man, can you help us? From your small, 10, 15 trucks to, hey, we got thousands.
Right.
Everybody needs drivers. This is a great time to be in the industry. It is a driver's market. And you want to try to find out what it is it's going to, a company that's operating in the way you want to live your life. And and it's out there. I'm telling you, it's out there. You're going to be happy. And if you're happy, you're probably going to stay. I walk around here sometimes and I run across people, they've been around here 10, 15 years or longer. Somebody got that kind of experience can go anywhere they want.
Sure.
And they're still here.
Yep.
And that says a lot. So, thank you. I appreciate your time as always. It's always good to see you and spend time with you. You guys give us a call, 864-655-6538. We're more than happy to show you the path to getting into the academy and getting your career started as a professional truck driver. You guys stay safe.